Hi friends, it's Sunday, September 9th, and I'm just coming at you with your nightly Robert update. Robert did get to face call with the kids today, so Melanie did express the gratitude for everybody that's helped with that because the kids behave so much better on the days that they get to talk to their dad. And we have had some amazing success with setting up that meal train for Melanie. She's pretty relieved and excited about this upcoming week because so much stress about dinner has been just totally taken off of her shoulders. So thanks to everybody who has contributed and helped with getting meals set up. If you want to get more information about how you can help with meals, please drop me a note and I'll get you some more information about how you can help Melanie with meals. We are going to need some childcare here coming up, so if you're able to help with yard work, childcare, or meals, please drop a note in the comments, and I will get back with you soon about how you can help. All right, I know you can see my shirt, so we're going to talk on some election stuff. I was pretty clear the other night. I think the system is dead. I really do. But I also touched on it's more than just voting for Bundy at this point. I think it's getting people involved with the movement. We all had our wake-up point or something that got us involved. And for some of you, it may have been the recall Brad Little. For some people, it may have been, the Trump rally or waving flags at the Capitol for one thing or another. For some of you, it may have been vaccines and vaccine mandates. But everybody had something. Everybody that had something that brought them into this circle of us that is fighting desperately right now to maintain the freedom that we once had in America. And so I'm going to vote Bundy. And I know Robert, if he were out, he would be voting Bundy too, because if there's hope, if there's a chance, he is the best candidate. We cannot keep voting for the lesser of two evils and say, well, Brad's running against a Democrat, so we're going to split the vote if we go third party. No, we need to vote for the best candidate for the job. And right now, hands down, I think many would agree, even many that have not been involved in politics for years are agreeing that we don't have another choice than to go to the extreme that Bundy is to some people. If you haven't had a chance, go to his website and find out more about him before you make your judgments. And make sure you go watch that video about Brad. He's got some really good videos on his YouTube channel right now. And not all of them are about him. They're about what he's running against. And it's so important to understand that even if he gets in, it's not over. They're going to be attacking him left and right if he gets in. And so I think all of you know my opinion on whether or not that's going to happen, but it is what it is, and I'm still going to try. I'm still going to try, and I'm still going to show up to vote because I would not be able to look my kids in the face anymore if I didn't exhaust every peaceful option that we have at our disposal. There's been some comments about, what are we doing to get Robert out of jail? What are the politicians doing? Bundy has said he would whip out the pen. He would whip out the pen and pardon him if he got in. And while that's great, what are the people that are in there right now doing? Have any of them written him letters? Have any of you written your representatives letters about your absolute disgust for the way the judicial system is treating us? Because if you look at the way the system is structured, our legislative branch is actually supposed to be holding these judges accountable for their actions. And that is supposed to be the check and balance. So where are the representatives at right now in explaining to us, and I guess it's not even their job to explain to us, but where are they at with checking and balancing the judicial system? Have they done anything? Do they have any intentions of doing anything? These are all questions that everybody should be asking. You know, I personally, I think I said 15 years last night, but I think it's actually been closer to 20 years that I have known that our government is corrupt. And quite honestly, guys, once you understand the level of corruption that we're dealing with, it's really overwhelming. It's overwhelming to think that, you know, the people that are running the pedophile ring are also involved with the curriculum that's running our public schools. Like, it's so connected. It's so big and so connected. They've been dumbing down the population for 100 years. And that was part of the plan. Part of the plan was to dumb us down because it basically brought us back to slavery. I mean, if you think about it. So anyways, I'm getting totally off topic because this update's supposed to be about Robert. And my message tonight is that if Robert were on the outside right now, he would be educating people about Ammon. He would be educating people about the corruption that we have in our government and the corruption that we have in CPS. And he wouldn't be quiet. He would be talking, just like he's doing on the inside right now. He's talking to everybody that will listen. And so, as much as I believe the system is dead, it's my responsibility to my children and to future generations to get out there and vote for the best candidate. And I'm not compromising. And so I'd ask each and every one of you, please go get educated on who's on your ballot. Be educated on what you can do with voter fraud. This really comes back to, we cannot accept this new normal. So if you see fraud, you need to speak up. If you hear of fraud, you need to speak up and you need to report it. Because you really can't you have to exhaust all options, guys. So I really wanted to have a better update for court dates that are happening in the next week and 2 weeks, but there's still some conversations happening on who does and doesn't have court this week. As soon as I have those, I will update them. Thank you to everybody that showed up today at the jail to bang some buckets for Robert. And thank you to everybody that has been sending letters. The letters really, guys, truly keep him going. So please, please, please make sure you write a letter to Robert this week, and make sure that you write a letter that is inclusive of those who are reading it. So those guards on the inside, they have to read each and every letter, each and every one. So you could include Bible verses if that's your thing. You could include part of the Constitution if that's your thing. You could include, I don't know, include something creative, because they're going to read it. And I don't know how many of you have been involved in these theories for the last, I don't know, however many years, but one thing has really stuck with me, and that is, once it's seen, it can't be unseen. So just remember that as you're writing letters. They are going to be influenced, even if it's not right away. If they hear it and see it, it is going to stick. So take that opportunity, send a message to the jailers. Maybe include some history. History's good. But Robert's doing good. Melanie's doing good. So thanks to everybody who is helping support her. And remember, if Robert were out, he would be educating everybody around him about their options in this upcoming election. And he would be doing the same thing and voting, even though we may not, even though it may feel hopeless, he would be voting because he wants to exhaust all peaceful options as well. So thanks again, guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. 150, I think we're down to 152 days.